See waiting room, or do I do, okay, Pam has entered
Yeah,
the
see
waiting.
waiting room, because you can let them in. If there's anybody in there, up in the top right, it should say, let them in the top right.
All right, here?
Yeah.
Admit.
Yeah, right there.
Okay,
Who is that?
that's Pam.
Okay.
Did I do it again? Do I admit? Again?
And
Okay,
then anybody that comes in.
okay.
I don't know why I put a wait. I think I put a waiting room so that in case there's anybody that's not,
Oh, part of,
that we would see who it was.
okay. Oh, maybe I should turn this light on.
Here, I got it.
Okay.
On this side. You can be in the picture.
Okay. Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Do I unmute?
No, you don't have to.
Okay. Oh, Melissa Ware's here too. Becca and Lori. Who else? Here, I can make it bigger too. Oh, but I need to see this stuff.
And you can unmute them all and just see if they can hear us.
Hello, can y'all hear me?
I can.
Yes.
Okay. Is that everybody know we're waiting on how many more people?
Linda and Dana.
Linda and Dina. Okay, we're waiting on 2 more people. Short packet. Should I move it over here? No, you're right there. Okay, there's one more. There's Dana. Is who?
Even when you unmute it, so she must want to stay muted.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't notice you could just do that right there too.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know that anyway.
What else is it? Let's just see. Or you could play an enter and exit chime.
Yeah. As you can tell, I don't like computer music. Computer sounds.
Yeah, I don't have anything on mine either.
Well, my always have muted everything. Let's get the music on.
I should have to mute.
Which one? Oh, I was just reading it, yeah.
Since you're getting on there, I thought I'd go ahead and-
That'd be great. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, Gail.
Should we start with that one?
Yeah.
We're just waiting on Linda, and she had, let me just check my email real quick, maybe make sure she didn't send me a message.
I texted.
Okay, maybe she'll jump on here pretty quick. I have got, we're on Deborah's computer because we have a family emergency that I may have to step out in the middle of the meeting. So I left it on Deborah's that way. I think because if I log out of mine, I think it will kick everything else off. So does it say it's recording on there somewhere? Yeah, at the top left under the.
Oh, right here. Yeah,
okay.
it is.
So you can see the agenda. What I have done, I know that there's concerns about Zoom bombing. There's Linda. And so I have put the waiting room on so that we can just admit them as they come in. I wasn't horribly concerned since we've had such a huge following in our regular board meetings that I wasn't too concerned about that, but I wanted to make sure that we had some kind of way to monitor and see that. If you'll, I guess, Becca, it's on you.
Sounds good. Hi, ladies. I miss y'all.
Hello.
Y'all are doing okay. Looks like everyone's working from their places of comfort. Linda, can you hear us?
Oh gosh, what do I do?
Click it, yeah, right there.
Okay.
Okay. Well, when Linda can hear us and chimes in, I will officially call this Zoom meeting to order at 4:04 p.m. Are there any public comments? Did everyone have a chance to look over the minutes from February? We didn't get to meet in in March. This is April. Did anyone have anything about the minutes from February 11th? All right, hearing none, can I get a motion to approve the minutes?
I have a motion to approve the minutes.
Awesome. I will second. Okay. Moving along through the agenda. Linda, can you hear us now?
I don't like the way I look on this.
I don't think anyone does.
No, none of us do. It's way up too close in our face.
Sorry,
I'm ready.
Awesome. Okay, we just approved the minutes, so we are going to hear the dean's report.
You should have a copy of the monthly financial report, and that is all the way back from since February, since we did not meet in March. And we are finishing up the MISD budget as well as the Head Start budget for the for those two. Those had to be spent by, I think Lori said that the MISD was before spring break, and then Head Start was by the end of March. So all of that is through that. And I've got on here the closing. We are currently, the decision that we made was to be closed as the district is closed. It's easier specifically for the pre-K academy, but also we're following that for the daycares as well. And so at this point, that's what we're gonna to stay with, is following that. I don't know if that will change as far as if there's any, if the school does go back to being open, if the daycares will stay closed, or what we're looking at for that. But that will come as we hear more from the district and from the city and that kind of thing.
So it's still just play it by ear and follow all of the same rules and regulations.
We are. There has been very little guidance. We could have gone ahead and opened the daycares as well as the daycare portion of the pre-K academy, but there's been very little guidance from the state as to what to follow for childcare, and the idea of trying to keep 3-year-olds 6 feet apart. And not touch each other was something that we just couldn't wrap our heads around. I know that sounds crazy, but we just didn't want to go there.
Makes sense.
I don't think it's working for adults either, so I can imagine not with kids.
Exactly.
Yeah, even harder for them.
But I think Lori will tell in her principal's report, she's got some great things going on for with the teachers and the kids. So
Okay. Well then, anything else from the dean's report? Lori?
that's all I have.
I'm excited to hear the principal's report.
Okay, so I guess since I've seen you last, we have basically closed up. So I kind of went with a COVID-19 report for y'all. We are currently, each teacher is doing at least one weekly Zoom activity with their kids. We had one today, and she did a science experiment with her kids, and it didn't quite work out the way she wanted it to, but she handled it very well, and it ended up working, and so it was good. But 4-year-olds and 3-year-olds on Zoom is hilarious anyway. Each Sunday, we send out a weekly activity plan for the week for parents to follow. We went as far as to even do the wake up schedule, brush your teeth, all of those kinds of things. We gave them a math time. We gave them all of those things all the way through to the end. We even have chore time where they should help the parents do something around the house. So we're trying to kind of make it fit in with what their real life is at this point. Someone's walking by my house, sorry. I am doing daily announcements at 9 a.m. every morning. So the kids get on and we do a morning song. We talk about the day. I do a daily quote. We do birthdays, if there's any birthdays for that week. We also do, trying to think what else. Oh, I do a daily challenge, a daily principal challenge. So like today's is to go around the house and find things that start with each letter of the alphabet and take some pictures of those and post them on Facebook. So then I take that challenge, I put it on Facebook, and they post pictures to that. For Easter, we secretly delivered prizes to each child. And then we did in our announcements on Thursday before we were out on Good Friday, we opened them all together on our announcements. And the kids thought that was pretty exciting. I mean, they got a whopping thing of Play-Doh and an egg with some candy in it and a stamp. But they thought they had gotten a lot of stuff. And so we had a lot of people on Zoom for that. And then all day I got pictures from parents as their child was opening their presents. So that was fun. We only had one teacher get attacked by her student when she walked up the sidewalk. We tried to do it very secretly so we wouldn't touch each other, but it doesn't always work that way. We are doing another mail out of paper materials. For the most part, we have technology in all of our kids' hands at this point. We had to check out 3 iPads to families who didn't have access to technology. And all of those live somewhere, either where they already have internet or they're somewhere where Midland ISD is providing a hotspot bus. So we're handling that, I think, very well. But we are going to do another set of paper materials. Those will probably go out Thursday or Friday. They're all here.
Can I ask you a question?
Uh-huh.
Are you having a good response, like when you all Zoom together? Do most of the kids show up?
We had 15 out of 17 today for the science experiment.
That's good. That's really good.
So
Yeah.
it's hit or miss. Some days we'll have 4 or 5, and then some days we'll have 15 or 16.
Mhm.
It kind of depends on the day, and I think it depends on the time. Teachers are still kind of rearranging their times a little bit because I
Uh-huh.
think they're figuring out when's good. I will say announcements is not popular. I think kids are still asleep at 9 a.m. So we're thinking about
Or the
redoing
parents are.
that. Or the parents are, one of the two. But anyway, it's not. We have about 4 that are on every single morning, and then we have a few that scatter out and come. So I'm not sure that that's a good use of time, but I don't know how to gracefully get out of that now. So we're still kind of figuring that out.
You're stuck with it now.
So that's kind of where we are. I meant to send out and I didn't, but I'm doing like a weekly happenings for the parents that list the things that are offered, like announcements and our class meetings and those kinds of things. I'm sending that out to staff. I have not been sending that to parents yet because it's very hard. I don't know. I'm sure y'all are all in the same boat, but I sit down every night and write out my schedule for the next day to make sure I don't miss any of the 9,000 Zoom meetings that I seem to have throughout the day. So I did this for my staff, and I really think it's helping. We also, each teacher has set up an hour and a half of dedicated office time in which they can be reached by parents. My teachers are not only available that hour and a half, they're available pretty much any time. But anyway, they do have designated office hours. That was something that Midland ISD had their teachers do. And so I asked my teachers to do that as well. So we're trying to fit in as much as we can with what Midland ISD is doing, but then also fit in with the age group that we have. And so it's kind of a give and take kind of thing. But I think overall we're doing pretty good. My teachers hear from all of their students or parents at least twice a week. That is the rule. And if by Thursday we have not heard from a parent, then Yanni or I kind of jump in and start trying to figure out what's going on with that person. We've had a lot of experience where if one of us will go to the office and call, then they'll answer or they'll call us back. But it has to do, I think, with, cell numbers, and they don't know who it is, and so they don't answer, and then they don't have a voice set up, or it's full. So things like that. But we're working it out, and as far as I know, we have not lost any families yet. They're all still around. So I'm hopeful that we are doing what we need to be doing. So do y'all have questions for me?
Laura, is there anything?
Sounds like you're doing good.
Thanks.
Laura, is there anything that we can help with? I mean, I don't really want to volunteer for daily announcements. But...
No, I don't think so.
Becca, are you not up yet either?
That one? I mean, I could be. No, I mean, any activities or.
No, the teachers are doing really, really well at doing that. They're sending out lots of stuff through Dojo, really kind of individualizing some of it for different students, knowing that students are on different levels. The big thing right now is just trying to make sure we're making contact. I think some of the parents are starting to get a little irritated that we are contacting them so much, but I tried Sunday to explain that in my call that, we just want to make sure they're okay and that we're here to help them. And we know it might be kind of a problem that we're contacting them so much, but we just want to check on them and make sure they're okay. And so I'm hoping that might help a little bit. But I think overall we're handling it okay. I just got off a teacher call with my teachers and kind of checked on their mental state and just asked how they were doing. And, we're all about the same. We just want to kind of get back to normal. We miss our kids and we'd like to go back to being there, but we're figuring it out. So.
Thank you, and hang in there. Right.
Not a lot like overboard, but it's
Doesn't look like we have anything else on the agenda. Any other questions or comments?
I've got a question. How will this affect, what is the word for it? When you're testing the children to see if they're meeting certain standards moving along in their grade, how is this going to affect the ability to do that?
The
So
accountability-
basically, my teachers right now are setting up, they were supposed to do home visits in May with all of their with all of their students after they finish that end of year assessment. We're just going to have to base it on the middle of year assessment. And so they're setting up those visits right now and getting that kind of set. And then we'll just have to meet with parents and show them where they are at the middle of the year. Now, if we go back, we may be able to do some assessment. We won't be able to do all that we've done. I think we'll run out of time, but that's our plan right now. Head Start requires us to do another home visit. So we're doing those virtually.
Okay, that's good. Sounds good. Sounds real good.
All right. Denise, anything else?
That is all we have over here on this end.
Well, thanks, Lori. Thanks, Denise. Thanks, Deborah.
We'll see you all
In a
in
month.
another, what, month? At
Yes.
least in May.
And maybe we can all get together then.
Thanks. Hopefully, this has got to end sometime.
So I miss people. Okay, well, I will call the meeting to end at 4:19.
I will say this is the first time in my life I like being old. I have no children I'm homeschooling, and everybody under the sun is delivering groceries to me for free. It is a wonderful way to live.
That is a great way to look at it, Linda. I'm also no kids, but
Yeah, if I were trapped in a house with kids day after day, I'm not sure that my mood would stay okay. I'm pretty
I
good.
tell
right
you,
now.
mine's not.
I don't imagine. And I don't imagine, and think about those poor kids. I'm sure it's hard on them. It's hard on my grandkids. I know that.
Linda, my son asked if we could stay homeschooling forever.
Really? Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
Apparently, I'm not doing it very well.
Well, and I've observed it at my children's house. It's stressful. It's very stressful. Parents were not meant to do homeschooling, and they sure weren't meant to learn all the technical stuff they had to know.
Or do it
I
while they're
think the
trying to
marriage
work
is
from
gonna
home.
make it, but it's been iffy on a couple of days when I was over there. I think it's tough. Y'all are doing a good job. I'll let you go. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I'll just
End meeting. Right?